Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we will have a new episode, inshallah, and it will be a continuation of the same topic that we discussed earlier, how to make the teaching of Qur'an effective, or how to make it easier. The same thing applies to learning. We've got some techniques that we can use by ourselves, even without a teacher. If we use these steps, I think we can get amount of quality learning, inshallah, of the Quran. I said that, remember when we learned something about these 5 sentences, if you still remember them, they are based on a theory that says you can learn holistically. You can learn the word as if it is an icon, as if it is a picture. And remember, I gave you an example, but I didn't complete the example, which was in one of the workshops that I attended in New York, when we attended 13,000 people in the conference. And there was a company that made a prize for anyone who would bring the person who has an identical number. Each one of us was given a logo here, put it here, and under the logo there was a number. And each one of the 13,000 people had the same thing, except 2 people only had identical numbers, the same numbers. And our job is to look for the person who has that one. So if you can bring the other person, the other partner, you will get, both of you will get a Mercedes car. So there were 2 Mercedes cars. It was very tempting for people. And everybody in the conference, in the 3-day conference, was looking clearly at the other. And the purpose was, it was not fun. We realized this later on, that there is a theory in psychology that says that if you see something 73 or more times, you will never ever forget it. And the purpose of the company was to implant its logo in our brains. That's why they gave the 2 cars, yeah. And by the way, there were 2 people who got the 2, yeah. They didn't announce this until the end, and people witnessed that. So it was not a fake cars, it was a real thing. But we learned a lot from this. And based on this, exactly what we're doing is, the purpose of having a word repeated many times successively, close to each other, would help anyone to recognize it very easily. That's why you can recognize Hussein very easily. So this is based on this. There is a research that was made, and I would like you to read it. Can I ask anybody to? Muhammad, would you like to come? Muhammad Khan? Yes, please come, and let's read this. I want you to read it very quickly. Don't hesitate. If there is a mistake, read it.
According to a research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in the world after the letters in a word are the only important thing to learn. And the first isn't the letter he and the right place, be at the right place.
Yes, continue.
The set can be a total, the rest can be a total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not need every letter by itself, but the word as a whole.
Thank you. Yes, he read it correctly. If you try to reflect upon it, in fact, all the words were written incorrectly. All the words, with no exception, were written incorrectly. However, he read them correctly. And exactly what is written here, except the word according. Even the word according has a mistake. According to a research, Cambridge University, and all of them have mistakes. But it tells you the theory that we have here. You can read the word as a whole, even if something wrong is in the middle of it. So based on this, in fact, I developed my whole series of books like this. That's why I began with words. I didn't begin with the letters. And the whole concept of repeating the word many times per page. And I don't know whether you'll be lucky or not, but I will do this with the people who know Arabic, inshallah, tomorrow, the following 2 days. If you are interested, you're welcome to join. Today we are going to see how it works. Can you please go to chapter Surah Al-Rahman? And here is the chapter. and I will try to do exactly as he did and explain it to you. I hope it would be clear to you. Let me know if it is not clear. Okay, can we go up? Yes. So the first word here, I'm writing exactly what is in the Qur'an. Ar-Rahman, allama al-Qur'an, go on. خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان. That's enough. I want to ask one person individually to read just the word that has the red sign on it. Can any volunteer from here? Would you like? Yes, okay. Get the microphone and read just the word that has the red. Right. Okay. Here.
علمه البيان.
Not the whole thing. The one word. Okay. علمه. Good. Here.
بحسبان.
Very good.
والسماء ووضع الميزان.
Do you know Arabic?
No, Sheikh.
You don't know Arabic?
No.
Have you studied Arabic before?
Few workshops that which I have done.
2 workshops. And we want somebody who didn't study any workshop. Can anybody of you try? If you didn't take any Arabic, please give it a try. Yes, just 3 words. Okay, go ahead, sister. Okay?
والقمر
Good.
والشجر
Good.
والميزان.
Al-Mizan. Very good. Okay. And we'll continue. Turn the second page. Ar-Rahman. Me the following. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Next. Allahu Ar-Rahman. Allahu Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Allama Al-Qur'an. Stop here. Okay. So now here you see the word Ar-Rahman. Okay. Can you read it again here? Read. All of you.
Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman.
Ar-Rahman. Okay.
Ar-Rahman.
Okay, you're reading it correctly. Okay, although you notice that there is difference between them here. Here it has all the vowels and the shadda, but here it doesn't have anything. However, you could read it. Do you see what's happening now? Even with little modifications, you still can read it. And now the word is repeated many times. Okay, who can read them? Okay, read.
Ar-Rahman.
All of it. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. All of it.
Allahu Rahman.
Huh?
Allahu Rahman Ar-Rahim.
Rahim. Okay, I need somebody to read them very quickly from bottom to top. Who can read? One person. Not you. Yes, give it a try. Yes, please. From top to bottom. He?
Allahu
Yes.
Rahim.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Okay, here?
Allahu Rahman.
Very good.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
Jamil.
Ar-Rahman.
Yes. The purpose of this exercise is to see the word Ar-Rahman many times in different sentences. Okay? The same thing applies to the second ayah. So I'm preparing the students before they read the exact text in the Qur'an. So this is a preparation for them to help them. So when they come to the exact text in the Qur'an, they are already prepared. Do you see what's happening now? Okay, good. Next one, Allama al-Qur'an. Say it. Okay, can you read this, all of you? Very good. This is the first time for you to see it. However, you read it correctly. Jazakumullahu khairan. We'll continue this activity after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back after the break. We are going to continue this exercise. Now, just here, Allama al-Qur'an and Allahu Allama al-Qur'an. What other sentences that you think that they are easy, if I put them, it becomes easy for you to read? Make a guess. And I say, instead of Allah Allama al-Qur'an, can we make any slight change that becomes easy for you to read? Aha, wonderful. This is great. Ar-Rahman Allama al-Qur'an. Instead of Allah, we put the word Ar-Rahman, which we already have studied here. You see how it works? I'm trying to help you so you can design an exercise like this. Okay, let's see what happens here. Show me the next. Ar-Rahman allama al-Qur'an. Very good. Next. Ar-Rahman khalaqa al-insan. Now here we introduce something new. We use the word Ar-Rahman. You see how many times the word Ar-Rahman had been repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in this page. So we have here Ar-Rahman khalaqa al-insan. What does it mean? Ar-Rahman khalaqa al-insan. Huh?
Allah created human being.
The merciful created man. So now it's a new context. You are starting to understand. Alhamdulillah. Your understanding is growing. Continue. خلق الإنسان. Next. علم الإنسان. خلق الإنسان. علم الإنسان. Continue. علمه البيان. Continue. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان. I'm trying to use the words that we've taken and put them exactly as they come in the Quran. So now when we jump to the page that you have the Quranic text, it becomes very easy for you to read. Do you see what's going on? Okay, continue. علم القرآن خلق الإنسان ها علمه البيان. I'm trying to reverse some of them, adding something new to be sure that you are reading. Before that you were not really reading, but now you are reading. Go ahead. خلق الإنسان خلق الشمس خلق القمر. Another one. خلق الشمس والقمر. What does it mean خلق الشمس والقمر? He created. Yeah, with the very limited knowledge that you have about Arabic, you still can understand. You notice that? Okay, good. الشمس والقمر بحسبان. So I took the word الشمس and القمر here and I put them here. Good. Continue. Read. الشمس والقمر. Next. الشمس والقمر بحسبان. It was on the previous page. Now we are repeating it. Okay. Good. الشمس والقمر. Continue. والنجم والشجر. Good. والنجم والشجر يسجدان. Okay. والسماء رفعها. رفعها. والسماء رفعها. Continue. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان. Notice that sometimes I drop some vowels intentionally, right, to try to affect you to change your mind. So you read the word as a whole, even if there's slight changes. That's why they call it holistic, okay? في الميزان. Again, في الميزان. Here, وضع الميزان. وضع, not ووضع. Here is ووضع. Here is وضع الميزان. Next. في الميزان. ألا تطغوا. ألا تطغوا في الميزان. Continue. Okay, here, read. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان. خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. All of you. الشمس والقمر بحسبان. والنجم والشجر يسجدان.
والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان.
شكرا. Thank you. جزاكم الله خيرا. So this is what is meant by this exercise. To put it, this is preparation before students open the Quran and they start reading from it. I would make this the last step. Why? Because it will have some little changes here that may cause problems. But now, by reaching this level, you would be able really to read this easily, inshallah. Okay, what have you learned today?
I have learned a unique way to learn the Quran.
What is this unique?
As you said, that first thing that which we need to concentrate on is the memorization.
Okay, particularly for the young ones.
Particularly for the young
old ones, memorization goes well with understanding. Very good. Okay. What else?
And then after understanding, we learn how to read. And for that, there's a unique way of learning with actions, with pictures.
Okay.
This was something very unique.
Good. But assume that you are in a situation the students are familiar with reading the Quran, of course, so they can learn while they are reading from the beginning. But if they are reading and they are acting, right, it's a little bit difficult. I still make them act in the beginning, understand, and then I will ask them to read. I would drop these steps that I made here, these preparations, right? I would drop them and I would let them jump into the Qur'an and read from the Qur'an. Good. What else have you learned?
We also learned that whatever methods we have been learning since long time, if we need to innovate a little bit, and it will make the learning more fun.
Yes. Very few people can say this. We think that what we have learned is the best way, which is not true, by the way. Yeah, I'm trying to make you brave enough to challenge these things and to see that there is something working that a lot of people are not aware of. And this will save a lot of time. You can go home now and you should be proud that you learned 9 or 10 ayat, I would say from 0 level, right? Full or good understanding, alhamdulillah, you can explain it to others. Yes, so this is a big achievement if you can do this in half an hour or an hour even. What else have you learned?
We learned to read a text by getting familiar with certain words, although they may be presented with slight differences elsewhere.
Yes, so even the word has slight changes, but because you registered it here correctly, so you can read it correctly even if it is misspelled. What I mean by misspelled in the Quran, it's not misspelled, but even if it has something that does not belong to a decorative sign or a shadda or a madda or whatever. Okay, good. What else?
With regards to children, alhamdulillah, I learned that we need to have a selection of surahs before we implement of the memorization for them. We need to have selected surahs which would cater for the children.
And that's why when you design the curriculum or the syllabus in your school, say that there are some periods, right, or some sections in the Quran that your focus is on memorization. This is one thing. The other part of it is that there are some periods, right, and sometimes is spent on understanding the Quran. Two different issues. One, memorization, and you can go very quickly here. Right? Don't be selective. You can go in any order. You can begin from Al-Ikhlas, no problem at all. But when you come to understanding, be selective. And I wish that you make a committee or something that you select some verses from the Quran and you would say that this is for grade 1, this is for grade 2, I want to see something like this.
We also learned that it's not necessarily the size of the surah which should help us in deciding that it's a short surah, so we'll take it up for the younger kids. It's the context of the surah, which, like you said, Surah Ikhlas and Surah Falak, they are like unimaginable at that age for that kid.
Yeah.
So that one word of blowing into the cannot be explained at that level, so you leave it at a higher level for them to take it up.
This shows that you know how children learn. Children learn something tangible. The more tangible, the easier for the children. But there are things that are not tangible. As-samad, someone who is needed by all others and he doesn't need any one of them. It's very difficult to imagine it. Children are not there yet. Okay, good. Regardless of the size of the verses that you are teaching, it may be a little bit bigger, but they are easy to understand. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and there are some places in, I think, Surah Al-Kahf and other surahs, something that's easy that you can teach children. Okay, what else?
I have a query.
Yes, please.
It's like the theory of learning through whole words. For example, a child learns Shams, and whenever he sees the Shams word, he can recognize and read it. But what about the Fatha, Dhamma, and Kasra if it comes and it changes the meaning of the whole sentence?
Okay, very good. By the way, these do not change the meaning. They don't change the meaning. They tell you the function of the word in the sentence, but they don't change the meaning. The sun will always be the sun, and the moon will always be the moon. So the vowels would not change the meaning. Do you understand this? So what changes in the sentence is the role it plays in the sentence, whether it is the subject or the object. These vowels will not change the meaning of the word, but will change the function of the word. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, for example, when I wear this kofi, taqiyya, I am a student. When I don't wear it, I am a teacher. Do you see what I'm saying? And I used to explain it to students like this, to have 3 hats with me here. And I would say, Ash-shamsu, I wear this hat. Ash-Shamsa, I wear that hat. Ash-Shamsi, I wear the other hat. So 3 different hats. I did not change. I'm still Mamdooh. I'm still Ash-Shams. Do you see the point? So I explain it in that way for the children. It doesn't change, but it changes the job. Only the job. When I wear this, my job is a student. When I don't wear it, my job is a teacher. But I am the same person. Do you see the point? Good. It's a very good question about Arabic grammar. It's a concept in Arabic grammar. Now you got it.
Children learn well with story setting. Stories told
easily.
Children learn well with story setting. If stories are said, they learn it better.
This is a fact. Children learn by stories very well. They love them. Yeah, because story has beginning, has end, has some problems in the middle, so they want to see what happened. Right. So that's why you need to put the story in a way, even you can make explanation.
What I learned is that it's not necessary to teach the entire surah. We can follow the spiral method, where you can teach some part of the surah that they can understand. The next year we can cover the...
It is not necessary at all to teach the whole surah. Even the whole surah may not have been revealed to Muhammad at one time. Some of the surahs has been revealed on different stages. It has nothing to do with that. You just specify them and put them. And you have to, as I said, that you have to redesign a curriculum from the beginning. Good. If you make your selection and you want to me about that, I may give you my viewpoint. You can email them to me. I will. Yeah. But I'm telling you, there is a dire need everywhere in the world for this. And somebody should start the work. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Little baby, pure and small, He created you, He created us all. Hush, little baby, don't you fear. We're never alone when Allah's so near. Hush, little baby, breathing so calm. He'll protect us all and keep us from harm. Hush, little baby, still and serene. You are a Muslim, Islam's your deen. Hush, little baby, pure and small.